Welcome back to Website Royalty Town Hall number 23. Today we're talking about what to do with your first 100 people once they're inside your Kajabi funnel. And in Town Hall number 22, we walked you through Traffic 101, how to get your first 100 people into that simple funnel. Hopefully that you built inside of Kajabi over the weekend, which was another couple back. If you missed any of those, go back and watch them because all of these build on top of each other. I think there's 4 in this series so far, and we'll have another one next week. So it's pretty amazing if you follow the step by step. But first, Denise, let's share what came up in Website Royalty, our private group this week. We share what is in there intentionally because they have lots of questions. Let's just say that.
They do. And if they had questions, we figure everybody else does too. So this week we went through some interesting things. So we were talking about creating an outline in a course using Co-Founder.
The fun part about this is you can go in, there's a wizard, as Denise calls them, inside of the courses in Kajabi that actually help you step by step put together a course. But there's also a magical AI partner inside of Kajabi that is Co-Founder, and Co-Founder actually can help you get very clear before you go into the course so that your outline makes complete sense for you. I know when I get something that's off, off the thing I'm thinking of, it can be very overwhelming to go in and fix it. But if you start in the Co-Founder part, and you get clear on what you want the course's outcome to be and who it's for and things like that, it is so much simpler when you go into the wizard part, which is still AI helping you, but it just makes it magical, I think, for the clarity.
Right. Having the narrow focus within the course on just the course versus having the larger view that you use the assistant for to help you build your message and your audience and what you're thinking. And it's very magical. The other thing we did was automations during vacation. So when you're away, you could still stay in touch with your people.
You don't want to go on vacation and just ignore everyone, but you don't want to go on vacation and take everyone with you. So there's this fine line, but automations inside Kajabi can solve that problem. They can help you with making sure that you have, done the things you've promised while you're away. You're not worried that you haven't fulfilled what you have given expectations for.
Right. Okay. And then podcast repurposing, we talked about, focusing, matching things up between your podcast and your email and your blog, right?
Yes. And you don't have to do matchy, but we've found a lot of really significant help for the people who are with us to do matchy things. And if you're a talker like I am, podcasting is where you start. If you're a writer, because Denise is a writer, I will tell you, if you are a writer, start with your blog and then turn it into a podcast and an email. It's so much easier when you stay in what you function best as. So writing is not my forte, but y'all already know, if you've been here before, I am a talker.
And of course, I'll just add this, Kim, that we all have to understand that our audience is not one mode. They're multimodal. So there are listeners, there are readers, there are viewers, there are people that consume content in different ways. So by you having the similar theme across all of the media, you are providing for your entire audience instead of just a fraction of it. So
it's very good.
Sorry, soapbox away. Links and blogs, we talked about the importance of that and the role that it takes in getting someone who's consumed something, if they want to go further, to get more of what they need.
And we're not saying be pushy salespeople in your blogs, because that's not why people read the blogs. What we're saying is don't leave them hanging. If you've got something you talked about in the blog and then you don't give them a link to get more information or learn more of how you do whatever it is, whatever your solution you provide in your business. I think it's just important not to leave them dangling. Help them find where you want them to go next.
Right, right. And then the best one, well, not the best, but one of the most recent ones we did is we talked about how to make downloads happen for the press and media things that you want to have available on your website for outside people to use to promote you.
It's the easy button is what we like to call it, because and we just did a session in our Groundwork Brigade mastermind group about press and media, because there's a difference between the two and what you need to provide for them. Well, if you have it on your website, it makes it the easy button for them to grab things that they need to do an interview with you, or to have you on a talk show, or have you on, a news station, or to do some kind of an article about you, even in media like magazines and newspapers. It helps them be able to quickly know if you're the right person and to get the information from you so that they can feature you. It's a very exciting thing when you get into that.
It is. It really is. And it broadens your thinking too, to what other people need when they interact with you. And I think that's something we don't always realize when we're looking for ways to interact with people. We forget that they need things too. So.
Exactly. Well, again, we believe if other worlds have these questions, you might too. And that's why we bring this up every week.
Absolutely. So last time we hung out, Kim, we talked about getting your first 100 people into your Kajabi funnel.
Yes, and we've gotten messages, I'll just say this, like, "Okay, cool, I did that," or, "I'm close to that. Now what on earth do I do with them?"
Which is a good question. So it's a very honest question, because I think a lot of us secretly think that once the people show up, the rest will just magically happen.
If that were only so, y'all. Then you log into your Kajabi, you see 47 people or 83 people or 112 people, and your brain goes, "Yay!" But at the same time, it goes, "Oh, no."
So that's what we're doing today. This one is called What to Do with Your First 100 People. And we're going to keep it very chill because we don't want to overwhelm you at all.
No. Think of this like a kitchen table chat. Get your coffee, hang out with us. Not a big formal class. We're not lecturing.
No, so exactly. So let us start with the big idea, and then we'll walk through some really simple moves you can make this week.
So the big idea is this. Your first 100 are not just numbers on a dashboard. They are real humans who raised their hand and said, "Hey, I'm interested in your thing."
Yes, they clicked. They filled out a form. They gave you their email. That is not nothing.
And when you remember that, it changes how you talk to them. Instead of thinking, "I have to blast my list," you start thinking, "I'm having a conversation with 100 people who already waved at me." But let me say, if you're like us, introverts, think about one person, because if you think about 100 people, you might get overwhelmed.
And not that we don't like people. We love people. We just like to choose when we interact with them. Right, Kim?
That's right.
Okay.
We do love our people-y.
We do so much. So if that is the big idea, what do we actually do with that, right? Let us start with step one, which is incredibly important.
Go into Kajabi and actually look at who these people are. And I want to interject something really quick, Denise. If you listening have not already signed up for Kajabi, you're not already a Kajabi user, they're having a sale right now. It ends tomorrow night. So if you're seeing the replay, it may be too late. But if you're watching it, live, tomorrow night is the end of this sale. But they're doing 50% off of all the plans for an entire year. So that's a pretty big deal. They also do specials all along. So if you're watching this way after the fact, that sale has ended. we still have the ability to give you a 30-day trial. And we want you to know if you'll go to the QR code or go to mysexybusiness.com, you'll see the latest special. You'll see the one that applies. I just don't want to rule anyone out if you're coming a month later
It
and
might
that
not
sale
be,
is gone. Yeah.
but we always have the current best offer on our websites in the top
Mhm.
bar of our website. So you
Yeah.
can go there and safely know that the best deal is there because we keep it up to date.
Yes.
Okay, so you went into Kajabi to look at who these people are that signed up, right? But I want to warn you, we're not doing like advanced analytics, nothing called metrics, nothing like big counts or anything like that. So let's just talk about getting curious about people, individual people.
So if you're watching this and your Kajabi tab is open, you can literally do this right alongside us. Click on, guess what? Click on people.
And there's a filter on there so you can filter by the form they filled out, or maybe they all came in from one freebie or one funnel and you could see which tag they put on it and where they originated.
So then instead of staring at the total number, which is overwhelming sometimes, underwhelming sometimes as well, just
Mm.
pick a few and click on their names. Look at what they signed up for.
And you might see, okay, this person opted in for the content ideas checklist. This person opted in for, let's say, the home office reset, or this person came in from a mini workshop.
Already that tells you something. These are not random humans. They came for a specific promise from you.
So the question for you listening is, what did your people come in for? Answer this. Was it a checklist, a training, a webinar replay? Just say it out loud to yourself. What did they come for?
Well, and if you want to drop it in the chat, please do. We try to watch while we're on here. I will be honest, I'm not great at the comments when we're live, but we always go back and make sure we've answered questions.
Right.
So I love seeing things like 38 people are here for my 5-day declutter challenge, or 72 people grabbed my sugar reset guide. I also like it when somebody says, hey, I had one person sign up for my freebie. I think one matters. So every human matters on this list.
Absolutely. So when you see that it becomes when you see that, when you recognize what it is they came for, how many people came, who came, then it becomes so much easier to talk to them because you're like, oh, you're all here for the same reason.
Okay, so that's step one. Just look, y'all. See what they signed up for. And remember, they came in through a real door, not through magic sprinkles.
Fairy dust brought them across the ocean. No. Step two is very simple, but it is wild how many people skip it. Send a warm welcome and actually deliver what you promised.
This is when I always giggle if something happens. Don't be upset with yourself, but this is very important. Denise, will you say it again? Because a lot of us get so busy fiddling with funnels that we forget there's a human waiting on the other side.
Guilty in the past, guilty. So send a warm welcome and actually deliver what you promised. And I will say I failed. I've still always delivered what I promised, but the warm welcome thing, I think I could have been better at in the past.
Well, if you have a delivery email set up already, that's great. But I want you to think about adding a real person welcome on top of that.
Something that sounds like, hey, you're in. I'm glad you're here. Here's the thing you asked for, and here's what you can expect next.
It does not have to be fancy, y'all. Even if your first email is just 3 or 4 sentences that say, hi, this is me. Here is your thing. And here's one tiny way to use it this week. That is enough. Use it this week. That's the tip. So they get a win, is what I'm saying.
Yes. And for example, you could say, if you only do one thing today, open the checklist or whatever and do step one, and that's it.
See how it feels? Feels like a friend, not a brand. You could have coffee with somebody saying those kind of things.
And if you're thinking, Denise, I don't even have that first email set up yet. That is okay. This can be your nudge to log in after this live stream, not while you're still listening, and write one simple welcome email.
And let me challenge you with using Co-Founder. If you go in and use your AI business partner, he will give you a start or a topic or whatever it is you need. You ask him for it, and it's amazing how he can help you in your voice create that welcome email. So I want to say that. But you can even start it with something honest like, you grabbed this a few days ago and I realized I've not properly welcomed you yet. So hi.
Hey, honesty goes a long way. People do not need perfection. They just need to know there's a real person on the other side.
All right. So step 1, look at who they are and what they signed up for. Step 2, send a warm welcome and actually deliver the thing.
Step 3 is where it gets fun. Invite some real interaction.
This is my favorite part because this is where people stop being a list and start being individual humans again.
So, what do we mean by small interaction? We mean a tiny question, a tiny action, something they can respond to without a lot of effort, no friction.
In that welcome email or the next one, you can ask a simple question like, hit reply and tell me one thing you're struggling with around content or organization or whatever your particular topic is.
And here's the thing, a lot of people will not reply, and that's okay. You're not doing this for 100% response rate, no numbers. That's not what you're doing it. You're doing it to open the door for the ones who are ready.
The humans, I'll just keep reminding everybody. And the ones who do reply will give you gold. They will type in their own words what they're stuck on, which is so much better than you trying to guess what they are stuck on.
Another small interaction could be a tiny action you ask them to take today that is super achievable. Like today, oh, sorry. I'm running
Go
off.
ahead and give an example,
Like
Denise.
today, just pick one corner of your office to reset. Or
Where?
today,
Yeah, I was gonna say give them another one because
yeah, like write down 3 content ideas while you're drinking your coffee.
anything you tell me to do with coffee, I'm in.
The idea is you're helping them get a micro win. So they feel, hey, this person actually helps me, not just sends me stuff.
You can even say, if you do hit reply and tell me I did it, then I'll write back. I'll write back with something like cheering you on. That is relationship building.
And I want to say this too, you do not have to be glued to your inbox, to your keyboard to do this. You can set aside 10 minutes once or twice a week to reply to those emails.
Yes, boundaries, aka boom gates, are allowed.
So that is step 3. Invite small interactions, replies, simple questions, tiny actions.
And step 4 is one that people get nervous about. And I think this is so common, but it's gently introducing the idea that there will be a next step or offer later. Don't be nervous about this.
Yeah. I can feel some of you tensing up already. Like, oh, here comes the sales pitch.
Breathe, y'all, breathe. We're not selling yet. We're just letting people know that you are building more ways to help them.
Think about it like this. If you went to a free workshop and the person teaching said, hey, I'm working on a deeper workshop on this topic, I'll tell you more about it soon. You would not be offended by that, right? You would be like, okay, that's great.
Same energy here in this email. After you've welcomed them and given them a small win, you can say something like, over the next little while, I'm going to send you a few more tips on this. And then I'm going to share a way we can maybe go deeper if you want more help.
And that's it. You do not need a sales page yet. Don't need a full offer built. You're just gently setting the expectation that this is not a one and done relationship.
And honestly, a lot of people appreciate that clarity. It signals I'm not just going to send random stuff forever. There's a path here. I'm one of those people. I like to know what the path is.
Right. Also gives you permission internally to build that next step because now you've told your people something's coming.
And your brain goes, oh, snap. I guess we better make that real.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, then we get to step 5, which is the rhythm part. These steps are like gold, y'all. What does it actually look like to stay in touch with these first 100 people over the next 2 to 4 weeks?
And we're going to keep it very light because a lot of you are already overwhelmed by life and business and everything else.
And we've been there, we get it. So here's the rhythm we like: 1 to 2 emails a week. That's it.
1 to 2 emails from a real human voice, checking in, sharing something helpful, or giving a gentle nudge. And that's very doable.
So, what do you talk about in those emails? Well, you have options. You can share a short story of something you've been through that connects to their problem. We've been through a lot of things. We share those things. You can share a quick tip they can try this week. Give them something small. I think a lot of entrepreneurs try to give really big things and people can't get wins from them. Give them small. And you can share behind the scenes moment of you using your own methods. And I'm going to say, if you're not using your own methods, stop telling people what to do, because you need to practice what you preach. I think that's an important part in the online world. A lot of people tell you how to do things that they've never done. Please don't be doing that.
No, no. And notice none of that requires a 5-page newsletter. You could literally write, and by the way, here's one tiny thing that helped me yesterday. That's what you can write.
I love the whole simple and tiny, because I'm telling you, we're all so busy that if we had something major given to us, we probably couldn't implement it anyway. So
Right.
if you're stuck on content today, just ask yourself, what did I help someone with this week? And turn that into a post. We literally, as an example from this town hall, we literally could take our list of things that came up in website royalty this week. We could take those and make a topic out of each one of them, because we see the struggle. We see what happens when they get past the struggle. So what did you help someone with this week? Because all of you in business are helping someone.
Right. Or if your office is a mess right now, pick one surface of your desk, your nightstand, your kitchen counter, and just clear that.
That's a great tip. And then maybe every couple of emails you add a tiny line like, I'm also working on something a little deeper around this. Or if you know you might want more support, hit reply and tell me.
That is how you slowly warm people up to the idea that working with you more closely is an option without hammering them with a pitch.
I kind of find this funny because everybody's afraid of the pitch, but if you don't let them know something's coming, I think this is a really important piece. So the other thing that happens when you email once or twice a week is people start to remember, oh yeah, I downloaded that thing from her and she keeps popping back to help me.
Which is different from hearing from someone once and then nothing for 3 months and then suddenly a big, hey, please buy my thing email.
Can I just say, when I get emails only because they want me to buy something, I unsubscribe. I'll just tell you that. And we have all seen that pattern.
Yes. And so your rhythm is warm welcome interaction and then a gentle drip of short, helpful notes from you that over the next 2 or 4 weeks.
You do not need perfect consistency to start. Just pick one day this week and write one email. Pick another day next week and write another one. Let co-founder help you. That is already so much better than silence. I don't know if you've ever signed up for something and never heard from them again. It doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I apologize to anyone that I've ever done that. I'm saying we're all learning, you know? I started out where you are now. Okay, enough of that. Sorry, I'm being silly. Let's do a quick recap and then give you one tiny action you can take today.
So the recap is step 1, go into Kajabi and actually look at who your first 100 people are and what they signed up for.
And step 2 is send a warm welcome and make sure they can easily access the thing you promised.
Step 3, invite small interactions, simple replies, little actions they can take today.
Step 4, gently mention that there will be a way to go deeper later, so it's not a surprise when you eventually make an offer.
And step 5, keep a light little rhythm over the next few weeks, 1 or 2 human sounding emails a week. We want you to sound human because you are. Let me say that. We want to make sure that they know you're not automating that, to AI solely. It really is you showing up for them.
Right. And that is no fancy automation maps needed to start, just repeated small kindnesses to the people who already raised their hand.
So here's your tiny action for today. We always like to land with something that you can finish in one sitting.
After this live stream, I want you to log into Kajabi, go to the people, find the segment or form that holds these first 100 people, and just pick 3 names.
3, not 100 yet, y'all.
Click on each one, look at what they opted in for, and write one short email that would feel good to send to those 3 people.
And that email can become your welcome email for everyone. But start by writing it like you're only talking to those 3 or even just one person.
Right. It can be just one. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Something like, hey, I saw you grab the content checklist last week. I'm curious, have you had a chance to open it yet? If not, no shame. Here's step 1 you can do in 5 minutes today.
If all you do is that, you will already feel more connected to your list and they will feel more connected to you.
Your first 100 people do not need a perfect funnel. They need a real you. They need to know you see them too.
And from there, when you're ready to make your first 10 sales, it will feel like the next natural step, not a giant scary leap, which is what we're going to be talking about next week, just so y'all know.
All right, friend, go talk to 3 of your people today.
And then come back and tell us how it felt. We love hearing those stories.
We'll see you in the next live stream.
Love y'all.